Hello, it is Austin again, and I'm coming back with a continuation of the video called The 5 Stages of the Modern Woman. I put that on TikTok. It was a short video. As you know, TikTok only allows 3 minutes max, so I'm here for a longer video because a lot of y'all thought it was funny and y'all wanted me to elaborate. So I came in a little more detailed. Stage 1, I call this the hoe stage. And I'm not saying this to bash women, but I'm just saying this to make men aware of what you're dealing with and how these situations on a usual, typical basis end and play out. The hoe stage from ages 18 to 24. This is usually the stage where she's rejecting everybody. She's letting them buy a drink, but she won't get to know anybody. She's not taking advantage of getting all the men she can get, at least getting as many numbers she can get to build up her network of men. She's more so into the validation of rejecting men because she's usually insecure at that age. So she's trying to push away as many men as she can. This is the cash out, Balenciaga and Dubai stage. They're getting flew out, the hot girl summer shit, the get that bread, that head and leave, that bullshit. This is that stage. And the Balenciaga, where they're very superficial, everything is about materials. That's gonna be most people, but modern women, this is that time for them. They chase the guy that has no income, no job, plays the video game all day, and she lets him use her car. You know exactly what I'm talking about, just like in Baby Boy. That's a real thing, believe it. And she usually is doing that in the love of her life that she in 10 years will describe is chasing her, but she's pushing him away. And she's leaning on that nice guy for a long time and breaking his heart. And then he ends up becoming red pill and not ever wanting to commit, especially not to her. You have the sugar daddy stage. They usually have an old man in their 60s that they're using for money. This is usually a stage where a lot of women sadly will come up missing because they'll play with older men, let alone they might be dealing with a psycho. That's a very risky game. You have to be careful with that. You can't be out here taking men's money and you know what they want and then expect them to keep doing it and they see you fucking with other people. You might run into a maniac that will have you on the news. Just saying. And they usually are hanging around dudes that fulfill their enjoyment for crime. They enjoy crime. They enjoy being around scammers. I knew a chick I used to talk to. She's 22 right now. She's bragging about how many scammers she knows and that they're all these rich criminals. What a fucking idiot. Stage 2. Where are all the good men at? Let me make sure my microphone is on. Where are all the good men at? Well, this is from age 25 to 28. This is when they realize they shouldn't have brushed off that lawyer that was broke in college, but he has a future. He's about to be a lawyer. He's about to be making 6 figures. He's about to be a good guy. But she brushed him off for a frat house. That's probably going to be the guy in college that's a senior 7 years in a row. Which, there's no problem with her fucking with him, but you need to learn how to do both. Learn some boundaries. Quit giving the wrong dudes your early years in life. That's absolutely fucking nuts. And usually they're just not coming out of that extreme hoe stage where they're racking up 40, 50 bodies before age 25. And now they're known, they have to move to another city because they're known in their area as a local hoe. And nobody, not a solid dude, is gonna commit to somebody that has that reputation. And this is the funniest stage, stage 3, the spiritual stage from age 29 to 35. This is the stage, guys, where they're burning they're drinking sea moss, burning sage. They got steam and shit everywhere. The incense, the eucalyptus, they're eating all these different berries and the fruit with the porcupines on it. And they're in the corner with they got all these Buddha they got all this Buddha shit throughout the house. And they're in the corner and they're on Instagram with all this, taking pictures like this, and they're trying to blow out something, right? What's something else they have? It's another thing that they have, but I know they have all this smoke and shit. You know what I mean? And they got all, they usually become Black Panthers at this stage. They got all the Egyptian shit. They got Malcolm X. They're in some, I don't know what the hell this is about, but it's some sort of ethnic, it's some sort of cleansing that they got. They're trying to cleanse all the bodies they caught. And they really know they fucked up at this stage, but they think that burning sage will bring back that man, that lawyer that they brushed off. They usually turn into motivational speakers, but they have no man. They're trying to tell you how to live life, and this is where the toxic female advice comes in. They're telling you how to live life, and they don't even have a man. They're still trying to figure out how to get a man. Stop it. You can't be a motivational speaker to women. You can't tell women to manifest. Stop it with this manifestation shit with the possibility. Start working off of logic. What logically is going to get you a man? It's not the modern woman thing. We're seeing this play out where this is not working. Traditional works. They usually go in celibate. Around this stage, they'll tell you that I haven't had sex in fucking 42 months. Or, you know, they're trying to do a cleansing. Now they want to make you wait. Now that the mileage has ran up on the vajayjay, now they want to, okay, well, look, I drank my sea moss this morning, and, you know, the Holy Spirit told me that you need to wait until the 7th date before we even get down there. And then when you get down there, I'm gonna need you to drink the magic potion before you do it. They usually cut their hair off, right? And I hate this one. They cut their hair off and they say they did it because of the demons, the bad energy, and the spirits. The hair. So they've done so much shit, they've wasted so much time, they're gonna restart. Men like long hair. I'm sorry to cut it to you. I have a haircut. I don't want you to have one too. Now, some women look cute with it. Now, some women can pull it off. Or if you have super nappy hair, I get it. But if I ask you, hey, you know, I like you for who you are, can you grow your hair back out? And you say, no, that's restricting my freedoms. I don't feel as free. We'll die alone. I'm sorry to say it. They're usually doing yoga and Pilates with no weights. Men like the girls that lift weights for their legs, the fit girls. You can stretch as much as you want. I mean, don't get me wrong, Pilates and yoga, you should be doing that anyway. But we want to see the ass, at least I do, and a lot of other men. So, yeah. Do your stretches, but please get in the gym and do some real workouts that's going to have your body looking like a Coke bottle and just fine, please. And let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th stage. No, 4th stage. The Cougar Stage, ages 35 to 42. In this stage, they're preying on dudes around my age, ages 20 to 24. I know this because I've been used by many cougars. Cougars love me. The problem is they think that somebody my age will commit to them. Well, the thing is, I want several kids. You're 35. Even if you could have all my kids, I don't want their mother's gonna be like, you know, they're gonna be 20 and their mother's gonna be like fucking 80 years old. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. 90 years old, no. So they realize men at their age aren't looking for them anymore at this Cougar Stage. So they go for the younger guys because the men their age know that, hey, if she's still single by this age, there must be a problem. And usually it is. Sometimes I guess maybe they just haven't found a man, or maybe their man died. But usually there is a problem with them. Whether if it's their attitude, that's usually what it boils down to, their attitude. But we'll get into that one on another video. Usually the men their age are just pumping and dumping them because they know that, okay, like I said, there's a problem. So I can't stick around with her. Don't shoot the messenger. These are just observations, and I've seen this play out many, many times. Friends, family, strangers, online, I've seen it. Put the dots together. And they think that men in their early 20s, mid-20s, late 20s will actually commit to them. Ma'am, 42 years old, somebody that's 20 years old still in college, what are the, it's not impossible, but what are the chances of them committing to you? Okay. Fifth stage, ain't nothing out here and I'm single by choice. 42 and up. Now, first of all, let me say this. They're probably saying this because there actually is nothing out there for them. They've wasted so much time. Now they can't have babies, more than likely. Their looks have probably depreciated. They're stuck in their ways. Their attitude, it's so much by 42 that you've lost on. So a lot of men won't be checking anymore. And then when they do find a man that is checking for them, they sabotage it. Every time. Like I said, they're stuck in their ways. So when they do find a man that is willing to put up with them, they sabotage it. Why would you've wasted all this time, and every time you find a man, you can't keep him. And so now they consider being a mistress because they realize that. They won't admit to it, but they realize it. Now, I said all this, why? I said all this to say, you can't change modern women. Modern women, the past maybe 100 years, we're actually seeing this play out. And they are stuck and stubborn in their ways. You cannot change that. So you have to go traditional. Even if that means you go to 3 hours outside the city into a rural town to go find you a country girl, or find that 1% that's still living in the city that's not really on that city girl bullshit. Or you can go overseas. Some of them are here, but honestly, you go somewhere else, the conservatism is a lot better. And honestly, the modern woman, it's not built for relationships. If you want a woman that's gonna comply with you and cooperate, the city girls aren't for that. They're too independent. Remember,